Hello, hello, hello. Calisto here and welcome back to Stoneblock 2. What are we now? Episode 18? I think. Hard to keep track of the numbers. We have a giant ball of energy in our base at the moment. Let's put the helmet on, just so we can have night vision. So yeah, this is basically, do I have the tablet on me? No, I don't. Let me find it. So this is the storage core, this guy. So basically, you craft this one, the energy core, and you right click it and you select your tier and you select building guide and you place a bunch of blocks. And it'll show you where to place the blocks. Or you can put a bunch of blocks in your inventory. It also says how much you need for each core. So just put one energy core, 36 stabilizers, 786 draconium blocks and 378 awakened draconium blocks. This is like 10-12 stacks or something, and this is about half that. And this gives you the biggest tier, and that holds basically unlimited energy. It's a really big number. It's been going for a couple of days. This is the amount of RF we have. So we have 2 billion something, and it's still at 0% charge. So that's a thing. But yeah, just ignore that one. While we are here, I'm gonna turn the lights off. I'll turn the skeletons on, and we'll turn... Ooh, some... Damn. This guy back up. So we can get some stars. What else have we been doing? Well, today is Endgame time. So we are gonna try and do the HDPE setup for this guy. Then we need HDPE sheets, which require pellets, which we get from substrate. Together with oxygen and liquid ethylene in a pressurized reaction chamber, and oxygen we get in an electrolytic separator from water, which creates hydrogen and oxygen, and it's a whole rabbit hole. I'll put it up over here and I'll try and explain it afterwards. I don't think I don't have the ability to craft this on camera, I'm afraid. I made a order setup thing here, kinda. It says automated, as I can do it manually. I couldn't get the brewer to do what I wanted. So we are exporting glass bottles with a crafting card into here. They are filled in this boy, put into his chest, stuffed into this brewer with nether wart to create awkward potion, which we'll put in this one. It's a locked chest, so you can only hold awkward potions. Exported into this guy, which adds sugar, which gives us speed potions, tier 1, and add again redstone to get speed 2, which we have in here. And we take the same bottles out and insert glowstone in this one. We don't have enough because this one is stealing everything, I'm guessing. Well, I had to make this stuff to create these potions so we could create the growth accelerators. So we have that thing going in our up here. A ton of them in the roof. Concentrated, of course, on the essence stuff. And did a little wheat farm over here because we're gonna need some wheat, I thought, for the HDPE setup. But I'll link a tutorial, I guess, in the description. The one I'm using. And the only thing I have to say about that is it starts with having to set up a recipe for bread, we're not gonna do that. We have a mob farm, so we're just gonna take rotten flesh and put that in a crusher. These guys. Rotten flesh uses in a crusher creates biofuel, which is what we need in order to make HDPE pellets. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this recipe. The tutorial I'm gonna link is gonna do a whole setup for farming wheat, autocraft bread, and then crush that into biofuel. So, but that depends on your mod pack setup. So check that. I'll get to work and yeah, be right back. Okay, so that took about an hour, I guess, and it looks crazy. It's not so bad, and I've been looking at the tutorial from this guy, Minecraft Phenomenon Await or something. As I said, I'll link him. He messes around a bit, but I think he's doing it off memory, which is quite impressive. So, but I think I'm gonna maybe make my own tutorial for this, because this is a pain in the ass. Anyways, we need one electrolytic separator. So he has all machine lined up with a crazy amount of cables back and forth. I separated this. So this takes water, which we have in a sink in the back, and it creates hydrogen and oxygen. So I have piped that using a pressurized pipes, and you use the configurator to shift right click to make this push, pull and whatnot. And I like to drop it into 2 tanks. You could do it down here and set it to dump excess. I set it to idle, and I do the dump excess in these guys. So this always produces, and if some of these tanks fills up and it can't put it anywhere, it stops producing. So I like to keep these 2 on idle into tanks which are dumping excess, so they are always full basically. So that's one operation, and we start the entire operation with our crusher, which are exporting rotten flesh to create biofuel. Now this is set to eject on the right side, so it ejects straight into the pressurized reaction chamber, is it? Yeah. And that also gets hydrogen from the back. You set that also in the side config. You have energy, fluids and gases over here. So that is set to input in the back, which we then pipe from our tank, yeah? And another water sources to pump fluid in there. So it gets the biofuel, uses the water and the hydrogen to create substrate. Now this is auto eject to the front into a drawer, so we could use a chest or whatever. Or you could just use item pipes and pipe it all the way into this bad boy. We'll get to that. I have it using Ender IO in the floor along with the power, so I kind of save a block if you like. And this guy also produces ethylene, which are being pushed into the rotary condensator. That's a, let's see, side config, that's a fluid. Well, he does it. I can't remember the config for it. So he makes that into liquid. You change the... You can press this and make it from liquid to... It's a gas, sorry. Transporter config. No, this... it's a gas, sorry. Output, auto eject, output to the right. So it pushes the ethylene gas into the rotary condensator, which makes it liquid. And we pull it with a pipe into our last pressurized reaction chamber, which also creates oxygen. So we're gonna have to pump that out of it so it won't stop. But yeah, that you gotta make sure you get the liquid ethylene in here, I made a mistake and piped water into this bad boy, so I had to use the gauge dropper to pip it out and shift right click to empty it. So it takes a bucket at a time, so this always fills up since this is always going. But yeah, be careful about that, because if you get water in here, it does absolutely nothing, and it won't accept the liquid ethylene. And we're piping in the oxygen from the back, which again we get from our tank over here. So what I'm thinking is we would like to have a pressurized thing at mechanism. The one, let's see, gases. Let's grab this one. And yeah, and this one is also set to auto jack to the right, so we auto jack straight into our ME system. And I have created, I think we have a shortcut here. Yeah, I just created a drawer for it. We're already up to 1,000. So yeah, that's a good thing. And then we can make the HDPE sheet, because that's just a craft. Yeah, so that's easy. So we have that thing going, and let's take a look at our tablet, the transmutation tablet was added. So there, now we have these guys. The rest of this stuff we have in our already in our transmutation table. So I'll screenshot that real quick. We'll make a noise, sorry about that. So I'll make one of these real quick, and I'll put it into our other table and create 2 of it. And we'll be right back. There we are, 1 transmutation tablet. So then we have transmutation on the go. Let's put these back. And we'll learn it. So we'll pull one out, and the uses for this. Now, how was this? The Book of Knowledge, this guy, needs a transmutation tablet along with an Endless Pearl and a chaotic core. Let's do that. If I can only press. Let's see. 1 Endless Pearl, 1 chaotic core, and 1 tablet. So let's do that real quick together. So we'll put you there, and this bad boy in here. Start. Should be quick, since we have the massive amounts of power. Oh, this is gonna be good. Boom. EM Cyclopedia. We are in the endgame, peeps. Let's check so we have that. So we're missing the big spender. We did start a clay, if you can remember. It has finished. So we'll add it to our EMC. In wrong floor. Let's see where we at. Draconic core, we are missing the Be All mob spawner. So I put that in here, and we learn everything. Sword of Cosmos, Tailness Fuel Block, Balanced Clay, boom, quadrillion. So we still need to make more balanced clay. So let's check Project E. There's that. I was thinking, well, let's see, we need the Colossal Star Sphere. And the Colossal Star Omega. Let's put this back again, and we should be good for those. Yes. So the only thing we're missing now on this page is the big spender. And we need to make a stabilized mob spawner. That's what we have left to do. Let's put this away, this way, there's some more. Let's put that away and that. We can take that out of there. And real quick, just to show you one more time, I added another pipe to take oxygen out of this, and I piped it into the underside of our gas tank. So this is basically something we can leave running, or we can just turn it off. I don't know. We'll leave it running for now. And I was saying stabilized mob spawner, yeah. As you remember, we have had our these guys running for a while, and one of them has gotten a broken spawner. Now we're not as lucky as to have these have an EMC value, so if I mess this up, it'll be bad. So I'll look up the recipe for a stabilized spawner and to make sure we do it right, and we'll be right back. Okay, so it seems you only have to take the broken spawner and combine it with a core, and I'm guessing I have done this once way back when, and I guess that dependent on the core affects the spawn rate. So we'll do, let's try an awakened core. Awakened core, like that. And we can just do it like so, I think. Boom! It's done. It is done. Let's collect that one. And we get a decent reward. So we are basically done with the pack, so to speak. I did make magical garnish. Collect some Salis Mundis. For reference, I'll show you how that's done, because that's basically all I know about Thaumcraft at the moment. So let's collect 3 different crystals, and I found it easiest to do this over here. So just spam these guys out on the floor. Vein mine them so you get into this, and you do that for all 3 types. And then you take, let's see if I remember correctly, you take a bowl like so, and these 3 types, and I think it was a flint, 1 piece of flint. We need also some redstone, so I have like this, a bowl, some redstone and a flint, and the 3 crystals you get, and then you get the Salis Mundis. So they combined towards to this stuff. And that's all I know about Thaumcraft. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna go upstairs. We're gonna take these guys and that guy, put that back in there, put these guys like so, and we'll flip the lever for this one, and it'll start charging. So this is gonna take forever. So we're gonna take this guy, put it in the back, and let's take this guy and put it also in the back, so we'll transfer 800,000 RF, and this is gonna take like 2 days or something. So yeah, we'll let that run, see how long I want to wait before I kind of finish this. We did fill this one, so it generates 2.3 million RF per tick. The 17,000 buckets was not enough to fill it. I had to go back and collect about 3,500 more buckets. That was also not enough. So what I ended up doing was to create a tank, and then just pump it over there, and well, I let it run, and suddenly it was finished. So I have no idea how much it went in there, but at least 20,000 something buckets, and this is basically my biggest reactor ever made. It's huge. Never built anything this big, because in all my mod packs there has been an alternate way to generate sick amounts of power to fill this giant ball of glowing stuff. It's magnificent. We're still in the plus with 2 of those flux points up there, so we could add... if we add 1 more, we'll be in the minus. So I'm gonna make a small cut, and I'll just hang around and see if I can't estimate how long this is gonna take, and we'll see where we go from here. Alright, my friends, we're back. Been playing around with some things. We are in full armor because we've been doing dangerous stuff. But first, let's start with the results and see how much we got. So this one is currently at 74%. But over the night, we have 5 balanced clay. How? So I did a bit of a calculation, like I said I would at the end of the last clip, and with this, let's see, we are so fast, with this generator running at maximum capacity, and if we don't, and if we throttle the outputs, these guys, it's currently unthrottled and is transferring 28 million RF per tick. If this is throttled to 800,000 and we have 2 of these and we just run our big reactor, 1 balanced clay takes a little over 1 day. 1 day. Like 25 hours or so. So, are we in the goal? No. What's this number? Let's press J. Let's press that. Let me do a quick screenshot. Let's go back to this, and we are at, let me count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we are on this number, the big number you see here, we are missing 1 comma and the number 9 in front of it. So we have a long ways to go. Are we gonna wait for that? Probably not. I'll keep the server probably running for whatever more time until I find a new pack. So I'm guessing this is basically gonna be the end of this pack. I'm gonna use this pack to do my my tutorial for HDPE. I even made a room for it. But that's a separate small little video, and with that it's done. I did some Thaumcraft, but this is hard in this world. Too much stuff to read. But I know that Thaumcraft has been in continuous development and are also available for the newer packs, so I'm thinking we'll pick that up at some later time. Definitely worth checking out. I know that it is a powerful mod. It's a magical mod. Very powerful. Difficult to learn. So yeah, but 25 million RF per tick, you say, Calisto? How did you do that? I will show you. We built a rainbow generator. And that's why we are in full armor, because this room is stinking dangerous. Over here, we're getting wither effects. It glitches out because super armor is protecting us. But yeah, I've done this once before, but I've never been smart enough to understand that with chickens and Project E, this is super easy. So like this. Press this one, figure out which one of these. We could even have done mushroom stew, which lasts for 1 minute, 16 hours per tick. I just browsed through here and found, let's see if I can find it again, the baked potato. It lasts for 1 minute. Okay, baked potato is nice. Let's put 2 chickens in here, baked potato in here, and we're even generating excess emeralds. Finished. Dragon's breath. Chicken. Project T, even how many chickens? 2 chickens, easy. What did this one? Oh, this was a bit more tricky. This was a bit more fun actually. Chicken. Generate for me diamond chestplate. Output that into an enchantment factory and give it some essence, and it creates random level 30 enchants for the chestplates. Keep this running. It runs for like, what is it? 23, almost 24 minutes. And generate easy. Export ender pearl. Done. And furnace. I did Eternalist fuel. It runs for 21 minutes. We have a ton of this stuff, so we could actually drop some of this into our EMC. And this is also piped over to this bad boy. So yeah. Get me? Ooh, yeah. Ooh, a bit of a lag here. Cool, cool. What else did we do? Furnace generator, yeah. And this one just generates same. There's a chest in here somewhere. Making packed ice. Easy peasy. Lava? Yeah, super easy. We have tons of lava. This one here, export bones. I do check my bones from time to time, and we're still at 98,000. So as long as the mob farm is running, super easy. And if you run out, we do the same. Energy condenser, a chicken, bone for days. TNT, same stuff. Couple of chickens. Produce the TNT. There's a muffler here. So this does not harm the environment, but it does harm the player. But that's why we wear the super armor. What do we have over here? This is the slimy and the milk. Milk? Yeah, sure. Check all our emeralds. Fantastic. And we just export slime and we import buckets back into the system. This is the same, it's lava, export redstone, super easy. I'll take this one for the last, it's the more difficult potion gen. Pink generator? Yeah, sure, no problem. All the pink dye. This one needed a bit of an extract upgrades. We could throttle this somehow so it doesn't run as fast, but meh. What the hell? This is an overclock, so we just produce sticks. This bad boy produces nether stars, so let's grab a few for our table. You know, we need all the EMC we can get, so let's just do that. And this one also get Eternalist fuel from a chest over yonder. Now this is the hardest part, and I finally got this bad boy to work. So this one is put the clock back there, which lasts for 4 blocks, which goes up to here, I think. So it doesn't affect this one. So this one runs at an okay pace at the moment. I have just changed out the potions because I forgot to lock this drawer overnight, and so we, instead of getting luck 8 minutes potions, we got the 3-minute potions, so they only last for 4 seconds in there. These potions, they last for 8 seconds. So we export all the ingredients, bottles, green, redstone, gunpowder and nether wart. Put that in here and we have it to push down. And these, the trouble I had before was that it kicked out these bottles before they were finished. But if you have a locked drawer that can only accept a certain type of item, this thing here works like a charm. So I'm probably gonna have to make 2 more for our the setup we are using back here for this stuff, even though it's probably not necessary anymore since we're done. So yeah, this is steadily generating 25 million RF per tick. However, it's gonna take like, I haven't done the math for it yet, but I probably will. How many of these do we need? I have no idea, and I'm not gonna wait for it. We have it, it's done. It's just a matter of waiting. So I'll maybe leave the server running for like 2 weeks just to see what happens. You just have to make sure that we restart this one at some point when all these are finished. So yeah, that's it. That's the game, that's the pack. Everything done. This one, well, eventually will be done. Thaumcraft, F that mod. I've done a few things, but I'll have to pick it up at some point because I really want to learn this stuff. But you have I packed it away? I put it in the chest. You have like no, that's not the stuff. Probably in here. Thaumcraft. No. Oh, it's missing. I created a bunch of celestial notes. I did a setup for the crystals over here. I didn't show you this one. So we export the entropy crystals, or the crystals, into a mechanical user, which places it on the ground. On the other side, we have a mechanical miner. So one places, one breaks. Super easy. So we get all the whisk crystals. But there is like a lens, magnifying glass, that you're supposed to run around and scan blocks and stuff with. Where the hell is it? There it is. This guy. Let's make one. 4 gold and a glass pane. 4 gold, we have glass panes, I guess. So in here we do yada yiddy yiddy yiddy. You gotta put some crystals in here, that's all I know. So we get this guy. So you're supposed to run around, and if it can be scanned, you get some weird particle effects. I have scanned this stuff. Oh, so I haven't scanned this one. So shift right click. I learned something. This is pulled into this here book in, yeah. But this is a modded world, so you can't go and run around scanning grass, plants, trees, leaves like you would in an open world. So it's a bit annoying. You have to kind of figure out what kind of mods it works with and which mods it doesn't work with. But yeah, that's mod pack Stoneblock 2 done, my friends. Hope you enjoyed. I gotta find a new pack to do, because I'm feeling motivated right now. I have gotten a suggestion earlier in the series to do Scramblecraft. I did check it out, but I gotta check it out some more. But that looks... it can be fun, but that's more of a stream thing, I think, than more than a playthrough. So I'll look around a bit and see what I can find. So if you enjoyed the series, feel free to leave a like and subscribe if you're new. And I'll suddenly see you again in a new series. Bye bye for now.